This is OREI WUHD 165K, which basically will extend your HDMI device like a TV, gaming console, media player, etc. at a high resolution of 4K at 60Hz wirelessly over 165 feet. On top of high definition, low latency video transmission, this OREI wireless HDMI extender has many other unique features like HDMI loop output on the transmitter to connect a display near the source, SSID pairing and channel switching to avoid interference with other nearby devices, one-way IR control for receiver to transmitter so you can use your remote control of the media box at the receiver location at 165 feet apart. Plug and play setup with no drivers or software required. All these makes it an ideal wireless video transmission solution for video conferencing, home entertainment, media, education, business and more. So let's test it out. Now while I unbox, let me tell you why people will need wireless HDMI extender. First of all, if you want to extend HDMI signal from your media device, TV, gaming console or anything that displays over HDMI to a distance of 165 feet, you have two options. Wired, where you get a 165 feet long HDMI cable, and HDMI signal basically degrades in quality after 50 feet. It's not even recommended to go over 50 feet in cable length, but depending on the cable quality, a high quality cable over 100 feet length will most likely cost more than $300+. Here you will still have the hassle of cable management and signal loss or quality degradation over that length. OREI does make wired HDMI extender that uses Cat6 Ethernet cable for 165 feet or more distance, but with that you still have the issue of cable management, and they can only be used at home if you have an Ethernet port running from one room to other room. But what if there is no Cat6 Ethernet port, or you want to use that available port for internet signal? Then you only have one option, and that is this OREI WUHD 165K. Most of the businesses that needs to transmit HDMI signal for multimedia education, entertainment or conferencing, or even common people like you and me will still benefit from this device. Like I have a TV on main floor and another TV on the third floor, and there is no way I'll be spending money to get two TV boxes or the hassle of a long HDMI cable. Then this is the perfect solution. Now let me tell you how this magic is done. This transmitter unit basically sends the HDMI signal to the receiver unit at a higher resolution of 4K at 60Hz frame rate over 165 feet, that is 70 meters in distance. All this is done via a 5G wireless frequency band, which are way better than traditional 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz bands. Plus 5G supports strong anti-interference, plus it uses IP color stream technology to deliver high definition low latency video transmission, and it's compliant to HDMI 2.0 and HDCP 1.1 and 2.2. So make sure your media device is compatible to these display standards. With that said, inside the box you get everything that you need, like these 4 wireless antennas for strong signal strength and are easily mounted on the unit. 2 infrared controllers for both transmitter and receiver, and this basically does another magic trick where the remote that works on the base transmitter unit will also work just fine at the receiver end, so you can conveniently use the remote control at the transmitter TV to the receiver TV without any hassle. Both these are distinctly labeled and has a 3M adhesive tape for mounting for better reception. 2 chargers for both transmitter and receiver unit. And finally, some mounting hardware to mount these units at your desired location. This is the transmitter unit. It's quite strong and made out of metal, so the case is not of plastic. It's an actual metal casing. At the front there are 3 indicators: power, signal, connection, and the channel indicator. Nothing on the side except some vents for airflow and some certification and regulatory information at the bottom. Now at the back of this unit there is these antenna mounts, a micro USB upgrade port which basically is used to run some updates to this unit via a PC if you need to. Next is the HDMI in. Here is where you'll plug in the media device like a TV box, multimedia player, gaming console, etc. The next is HDMI out. This is another unique feature where you can run an HDMI cable from here to a display like a TV or a projector, so you can loop the content from the HDMI in. This is game changer, as if you use an HDMI cable, you won't be able to loop the media unit at the transmitter location. I'll explain you this further later during the video. Moving on, this is the infrared controller port where you can plug in the IR controller. Last is the power in port. All this is just for $422, which is totally worth it. Now you can get this Cat 6 cable HDMI extender for a bit less. Check their website out for all the details that I have linked in the video description and the pinned comment. As I mentioned earlier, a good quality HDMI cable over 100 feet length will still cost you more than $300. So why to spend money on a cable when you can get that wirelessly with local loopback and the infrared remote control facility? So in my opinion, this is totally worth it, especially if you have a business that needs such functionality. Now let me show you how to use it and set it up. Now let's say if I want to broadcast my media box over 165 feet wirelessly, then all I have to do is plug the HDMI out from the media box to the HDMI in of this transmitter. I will plug this portable monitor to the HDMI out of this transmitter unit for local loopback. You can also plug in the IR in to the transmitter unit and the IR out to the receiver unit, and instantly you can see it's now transmitting the media box wirelessly to the receiver unit, and you can see that the remote control for the media box works great for both transmitter and the receiver unit. That's thanks to the IR controller. Now as you can see, I can do the same thing for my Nintendo game console, where the HDMI out from the Nintendo goes to the HDMI in of this transmitter unit. This portable display is connected to the transmitter unit via the HDMI out, and the receiver is connected to this monitor, and voila, it works great. Plus all this is just plug and play. As you can see, there is no driver or software installation needed. And for this gameplay, you can see there is no lag or discrepancy at all. It's all just buttery smooth. Now you can see with this media sample where I am playing this Ice Age movie at a 4K resolution from this transmitter unit to the receiver unit, and there is zero lag, no discrepancies, and no compromise in quality. All this is truly very convenient. Now I have a TV on the main floor and another TV on the third floor of my house, so let me show you how it works over that distance, as the third floor is approximately 50 feet apart with a bunch of walls and staircase. So let's check it out. Here I am plugging the TV box to this OREI transmitter unit, and I have connected the TV on the main floor to this HDMI out of the transmitter unit for local loopback on the main floor TV. Now the third floor TV is already connected to the receiver unit, and let's go ahead and check if it's all working. And voila, as you can see, it's working great wirelessly over 50 feet of distance with all these walls, staircase, and everything. So likewise, you can transmit any HDMI signal wirelessly up to 165 feet in distance, along with the remote control capability at a higher resolution and lower latency, and all this is just plug and play, super easy to set up, and for just $422. Check out the links in the video description and pinned comment for additional discount. Please comment down below where you will be using this OREI HDMI extender for, and if you have any questions or suggestions. I hope this video deserves a like, and subscribe for more detailed tech videos like this one. Also check out other OREI products from these videos.